Okay, welcome back to another Let's Play a modding test. I think in this episode, I want to go to Oberland Station. I think we're going to try to go there, and on the way, pick up the quest from Grey Garden. I know that in the past videos, I wanted to do some testing to try and figure out what the problem was with settlements and workshops, and I think I've kind of figured that out. So let's go ahead and just get the quest for Grey Garden and get the quest for Oberlin, and then I'll choose which one of those that I want to do. And in the process, we'll just have some fun playing the game. All right, so without further ado, let's get going. All right, I want to go ahead and hopefully that transitioned pretty good. I wanted to kind of remove that opening music from the stream, and therefore it won't be noted as being a copyrighted song. It wasn't a problem. YouTube was, the author, I think, of the music was pretty cool about it since it's in a game, so they really didn't, it really wasn't a problem, but I thought I would try something a little bit different. Okay, so to kind of give a quick recap, I want to let's get out of Preston's way because I really don't want any more settlements. So I acquired some combat armor, and I went ahead and shadowed it up as opposed to using the leather armor. A while back, I was using, I think it was armor keywords or something, armor smith and weapons keywords, and I could literally take something like leather, and then I could make the leather heavy. But now that requires a drop, so I won't really be able to get heavy combat armor until I actually get those as a drop. Okay, and the weapons that I've went ahead and modded my sniper rifle. I've got a hunting rifle that I've got modded up, which you can see. And then you can take a look with the see-through scopes. Okay, so I think we're going to make a run at this. I want to do this at nighttime. I'm thinking nighttime because nighttime, but we'll do it in the daytime. We'll be able to see more of the landscape. But I like nighttime because it shows a lot more. I have a lot more activity going on. I can scope things a lot easier. I can target things a lot easier because I can see them. I'm using Westtech goggles, so I do have targeting. It's the I think it's the multi-vision option, which has night vision, infrared, or thermal vision, and then it has the targeting system. Alright, so I think what I want to do is we're going to make a run to, I believe the best way to get to Oberland Station, I believe the best way to get there is to go to Starlight Drive-In. I believe Starlight Drive-In. And
a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
I bet you are. I think the fastest way would be to go to Starlight Drive-In and then take the railroad track, which if you go, I'm not sure which way I'm facing, but if you're on the railroad track there at Starlight and you go left, you go back towards Bedford Station. I believe if you hang a right, that will take you down by this salvage yard and then down to Grey Garden. From there, we can go across the railroad track to Bedford Station. All right, I don't know. I think that's not sure what that is. Okay, there's the bus. Yeah, there's our crab. There's our little crabster over there. Now, usually we have some enemies spawn right over here. Oh, let's make sure. Okay, I think that's clear. Alright. Okay. So we want to go up to, let's bring up our map here. Alright, so we want to go to, I'm actually going the opposite way. Ouch. We gotta go this way. Thank goodness I looked. That's what I get for looking. Alright, get up here. Get. Okay. So we actually gotta go this way. No, this way. Okay, I think that's the way I was going. Was I going that way? Oh my god, I think I got turned around. Yeah, we want to go that way. Starlight. That is Starlight Driving. Okay, good. And then we'll hit Drumlin Diner and we'll turn in the quest along the way. I was actually going to go up the road. I was going to take one of the roads, which leads me to Starlight, but we'll just do some cross-country hiking here. Oh, we got a raider. Oh, there's the raider shacks, right? Alright, let's go back first person. I think that's the raider shack.
Entering Killing Road.
Oh, that's funny he went on alert. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if I could hit him through that building. I cannot. Go clipping. Ah, thought you were going to run into it, buddy. God, my sniping is terrible. There he is. You know what we might be able to do?
Critical damage available. Entering Killing Road.
Where did he go? Up, we got one coming this way. I wonder if we can hit that. Oh, we got him. Ouch. Alright, who shot me there? I do not. There he is. That's funny. Okay, let's... I think that's it. Let's see. I don't know. Stealth is still broken, so there might be another raider out there somewhere. Okay. We'll take that. Let's see, there's a raider over there. I can see him already glistening. I'll take that. I'm not sure what to make out of that. Alright, let's take that. Yeah, I'm not sure which way he went. It's kind of weird, actually. Okay, we got... This is the first one I think we got down here. Let's grab the goodies. What do you got here? Hopefully it's going to have some type of... I think you make greens. I think when you cook, I believe there's recipes in Life Finds a Way to do some cooking. Let's see. Alright, we're good. Okay. Alright. Oh god. We're gonna throw a bomb. Don't throw a bomb. Don't throw a bomb. Alright, we're good. I had to double check real quick. Alright, let's see. I'm kind of really new to this whole streaming thing, so there's like a little process I have to go through to make sure things are on. Okay, let's see. Alright, I don't see anything there. Alright, so he must be gone. So we gotta go back this way. Starlight Drive-In is in this direction. Here. Alright, let's head to Drumlin Diner. We'll hit that first. Alright, so just in case we don't run across some kind of rare spawn, let's do a quick save. And that way we don't have to start from way back. You know, starting over again is not that bad. Like if you have about 8 or 10 minutes and then something you come across something that you're just not able to manage, it's not that bad going back a few minutes. But if you have if you've acquired a lot of really valuable items and these are randomly generated, then having to reacquire them can be or you're gonna get something completely random next time. It's not quite as fun. I've already looted this place. Do I want... Yeah, I don't really care about all that stuff, but I will take that. I've got Enjoy the Darkness in here, so nighttime travel would probably be in my best interest. Who is that? God, it's a bunch of super mutants. Oh, this ought to be interesting. Okay, let's see what we got. Where are they? We're stuck on a tree. This is like we're stuck on a tree. Can you believe this? There's no way. I'm stuck on a tree. I cannot move. I am stuck in between a collision mesh of a tree. Oh, brother. Alright, let's see. You know, that's what I was talking about, that fine-tuning. If they had put the fine-tuning in the the collision mesh detection and mitigating collision meshes, you wouldn't have that problem because you would be able to go up at an angle. But what they're doing is they're literally trying to say, can you move? In some cases, they're trying to say, are you able to move? Can you move? And if you can't move, then we're not going to allow you to jump. We're not going to allow you to move. You can't even move forward to jump, which is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's just to me, that is bad game design. All right, let's see, because there's more to putting things in a game, at least in my opinion, from being, and I've gamed for I've gamed for a very long time. There's more things to a game than just that. All right, Drumlin Diner should be up here. I'm not going to talk to these people yet. Trudy, I believe is her name, and I forget this guy's name. I'm not going to talk to him. They've already triggered. They've already actually triggered, and they're just waiting for me to talk.
Easy there,
I take it not yet. Okay.
You stop waving that gun in my face, or it's gonna involve me.
That's it. You're dead.
Well, this is not good. There goes that guy. There goes Wolfgang. Maybe we can run and not have to kill Wolfgang, but I don't think so. Oh my god.
Entering killing mode.
I really hate to kill Wolfgang. I do.
Entering killing mode.
Patrick. I guess Patrick is trying to kill Wolfgang.
Your AP is too low.
Well, so much for Wolfgang. I'm not bringing him back. Oh, where's the body? Oh, man. What did they do with the body? Alright. Let's switch over to thermal here. Where in the world is he at? Well, that was not what I really wanted to happen, but I thought, okay. Alright, Wolfgang. So much for diplomacy. Alright, let's go back to targeting. Alright, now let's head to Starlight Drive-In, and then we can work our way to Oberland. We'll take the railroad track to Oberland. You know, in all of my playthroughs, I have never killed Wolfgang. I've never had to do that. And every time I was always able to get that little intimidation perk. That's funny, because my charisma is 7. Wow. I must not be that. I probably should have put on that shoulder piece if I didn't put it up, which I think it's sharp. I think it's got the sharp effect, legendary effect. I am stuck on something here. It's got to be more of this clipping stuff. Alright, we are just passing through. Whoa. What was that? Wow, it must have just spawned him in. That must be some of those random spawns that literally just spawn things. Alright, what are they shooting? Okay, what do we got here? Let's take a look. We'll use the thermal vision so we can kind of pick up the... Whoa, that sounds like that was above me. Was that up here? It is. Alright, let's go ahead and grab all this stuff. Okay, so before, in a previous playthrough, I got nav mesh crashes here. I did not get those this time. And normally I'll sit up there while things attack from down here, but there were settlers in this area. So I don't really have settlers in here now. Wild mongrels. Okay, let's go ahead and kite these puppies in. One down.
Entering killing mode.
He seems to be making a run for it. Doesn't seem to like a pretty good hit rate. That probably shouldn't have hit at all. Okay, that was probably from life finds a way.
Entering killing mode.
Okay, got that clear. Because we need to clear this road, because actually we got to take this railroad track. Oh, look, he snuck around. That's interesting.
Entering killing mode.
That's pretty cool. Little guy tried to flank me. Alright. Alright, let me grab this stuff. Usually if it has a white glow, then there's ammo there. That's compliments of 76 loot. So that way I can kind of at least get some ammo replenishment, which keeps it more like a run and gun. So if I really set this up with, let's say 1080, let's say I set this up as 1080p, and I'm going to say, let's say 21 by 9, so I would have less bandwidth to deal with, then I would more than likely be able to have much crisper images and a much better frame rate, and therefore a run and gun would be probably, a run and gun would probably be a little bit better of a it would give me a better run and gun playthrough, I think, is what I'm looking to say. Okay, I think I can go this way. So let's go ahead and do a long save here. And I believe this takes me to Oberland. I'm gonna pass a scrapyard somewhere along the way. And I believe we're gonna pass some rail cars up here, and there should be some power armor in it, I think. Don't quote me on that. And there's arc jet over there. And what I might do is spin back by and pick up arc jet, or I may just go ahead and do the Grey Garden quest while I'm on this particular episode, or I may do Oberland. But I think I want to check Oberland first. So there's arc jet. We know that's on the way, and I'm pretty sure this is going to take me there. Okay, we got some gunfire coming from something. I haven't really done any... I have not done any... I don't know where that's coming from. That's our power armor, I think. Here's our power armor. Okay, let's switch to... You know what? Let's go ahead and swap out guns. Let's see what we can find. And I believe there's some, I believe there's going to be some ghouls up here as well. One down. Oops. Ah, he's trying to find me now. Okay, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Entering killing mode.
Alright, I'm probably going to get bit before I can get the next VATS off.
Accepted.
Did she get it? I think Piper got it. Okay. We'll take that. And I think there's some goodies over here. I believe there's a downed railroad... I believe there's a downed railroad car. And it's got some feral ghouls in it. And I believe that's right down through here. And once we hit that... What in the world? Okay, that one's interesting. There's a downed railroad car that should come up next. Let's do a quick save. And then we should be able to hit... Let's go ahead and flip that off so we can kind of enjoy... Ooh, it is dark outside. I thought we could enjoy the rain. Let's see what that is. What is that? A Raider Scaver, huh? Oh, right. He's the one by the... The Grieving Raider. It is pretty cold to take somebody out when they're at a grave site. That is pretty cold.
Think you can hide?
That's pretty cold by a grave site. Okay. Let's go ahead and... He's got a makeshift backpack. Plus 30. Alright. We'll take the backpack. Let's see what we got here. Nothing of any value. Whoa, what in the world? Back up. Oh no. It happened. It has happened. We had nighttime ghoul spawns. Okay. Here's the rad problem. Am I stuck again? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on, Bethesda. You gotta be joking. Let's go this way. I'm gonna get too much rads. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, I have definitely soaked up some rads. Alright. maybe we can get some help from... Grey Garden is just around the corner. So, I don't see them coming. Let me get my double barrel shotgun out. And let's go ahead and get rid of these rads. I want to put a mod in here that lets me dynamically... Oh yeah, I'm definitely bleeding. That lets me... It's like dynamic ghoulification. However, I cannot get that to work on... Does that take the bleeding out? Okay. I cannot get that to work on the next gen version. Let's see if we can kite one of these guys this way. Just want to kite them. Yep, this way. I believe it's down this way. Come on, guys.
New location discovered.
Alright, we need to put some obstacles. So now that I'm actually out of sprinting, let's get some obstacles.
New mission objective received.
Alright, so I'm afraid they're going to kill these robots. I almost think, you know what we're going to do? Let's see if we can take him out. I think they're going to kill these robots. What, okay, that's funny. Like, they started attacking them as they're walking away. Oh my god. They're dead. They're gonna kill they're gonna die. I don't even know if the Supervisor Green, Supervisor Brown, is he gonna die? Supervisor White. Holy smoke. Yeah.
Your AP is too low.
Whoa, is he on me? Sounds like he's right on my tail. I think they're all dead. Well, so much for that deal. Alright, let's see if we can...
Entering play mode.
Okay, janky AI, start chasing me again once I...
Entering play mode. Your AP is too low. Entering play mode.
Whoa! A Goliath! Wow, a Goliath. Can we help take this guy down?
Your AP is too low.
Okay, let's see what the damage is. Let's see how many troopers did we lose during this confrontation. Alright, let's go into thermal mode. Let's see how bad this is. I guess we'll sell the mole rat teeth. Bottle cap, I'll take that. What was that? Is that Piper? Because how bad... What did we lose, guys? We had to lose something. Wouldn't it be awesome if not a single one of these guys was lost? I can actually set this up. I can set up... Let me go ahead and use the stim pack. I can set up, I can set Feral Knights up to where it does not attack. It really ignores everybody but me. The spawn ferals will ignore everybody but the player. I can set it up to do that. However, I thought it would be a little more fun. Whoops. Thought it would be a little more fun. I have to work. That's got to be the most hair-triggered mouse button I've ever seen. Let's go ahead and drop this off. Let's see what we got here. There. I need to head back over here. I want to make sure I pick up any particular loot. Probably what I could have done, now that I have time to think about it, is I could literally drop mines. I could just start dropping, but I don't have a lot of mines. So I literally could just start dropping. I thought there was something here other than a light. Okay, guess not. I was thinking there was a Life Finds the Way book or something here. Okay, so I guess not. Alright. Let's go ahead and run past. Let's get back to where we were at. Oh, super, I'm getting irradiated once I cleared myself of radiation. Okay. Alright, let's do a quick save. And we won't have to speak to Supervisor White, I think. We won't have to speak to her. Is that... what is that? Yeah, that's not a threat. We won't have to speak to Supervisor White to get the quest. We can just take out the super mutants along the way. But what we'll do is we'll go on a little discovery run here. So we can't really see this. So I see 3, 4. Let's see. I see there's 3 of them there. There's 3 of them in there. Okay, good. So they must be set as protected. I think they must be set as protected. Good. So that way I didn't lose that crew. Alright, we want to get... now we're going to head to Oberland. I want to pick that quest up. And then if we actually have enough time... if I have enough time, then I'm going to go ahead and do the quest for Grey Garden. We'll get that out of the way. Alright, what is this? Let's pop down and start stealthing here. Alright, so what is that? I'm pretty sure those are ghouls. I think those are from Worldwide Ghouls. Let me switch to... I really need to find me a combat shotgun. Because with a combat shotgun, I can have multiple. I can have more than 2 shots. Where with this thing, I only have 2 shots. Okay, let's remove him from the equation. All right, we got 4 that I see. I can see 5. I see 5, and they're coming this way. Whoa! Alright, so we want to take you out, and then let's go ahead and take you out. And that way we can discover this location. I don't think I can sneak in. I believe the sound effects from that is from horror ghouls, actually. That's horror ghouls. Okay, so now we're down to 2 more. Let's do a quick save here.
New location discovered.
Wow, that was. What, I think that's a. Okay, that's a rotter guy. Yeah, the disease ones actually start... oh, dude, I think I got this discovered. Let me just double check. I want to make sure I discovered this location. Which I did. Good. Okay. Alright. Now let's go to... Oberland Station. And let's see what kind of quests they're going to have. Hopefully it's something simple. Like clearing out ghouls or something over at the... Forest Grove Marsh, which is over there. There's the Weston Power Plant, or water processing plant. It's over that way, and then that's the direction we'd have to go to clear Forest Grove.
New location discovered.
Okay, now who is that? That's a settler. I wonder if one of these settlers... Alright, so let's kick this off. Let's flip on our light.
Hey there. I'd be glad to help if I can.
Something nasty's living just around the corner from here. It's only a matter of time before there's some real trouble. Well, what's really too bad is it'd be a nice spot for a new settlement. In fact,
Oh man, it's gonna be one of these empty settlements.
if you can make sure the old workshop there is still in one piece, anyone who decides to move in later will be able to rebuild.
Where is this place?
We have a pretty good idea. I hope you can find them and wipe them out.
Okay, that's weird. See, again, that's just really
New
odd.
mission objective received.
At Crew... Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Crew Manor is way over here somewhere. I think this is Crew... That's Crew... Yeah, Crew Manor's over here. Wow, wow, that is way... That's not even in the same zone. There's Crew Manor. And over here in Oberland is where I'm at. Yeah, right. Okay. Alright, let's go through Forest Grove Marsh. Let's find a way to get through there. Alright, let's go back into thermal so I can have a little bit more light to see by. Are we at the place we need to cross? Up, we gotta go a little bit more, I think. Alright. Yeah, I was hoping... Well, that's true. I was sitting there thinking, yeah, that's true. They only go to settlements. They only actually send me to settlements. I wonder if you can make an explode... What is that? Hellcat. Ah, why not? Oh, now I see him. Whoops. That was a complete and total miss. Okay. Let me grab... Don't need the cigarettes. Let's go this way. Yeah, I have a hard enough time with coffee. I definitely don't need cigarettes. I don't need another bad habit. Alright, let me grab that. Okay, Radstag is going to attack us. I don't have the LZ Radstag grab skills. I don't really have that in here. Okay, where did that... You know what? I have to go this way, and he will attack me, and he'll gore me, and if he's a legendary, he's going to do some damage. Oh, there's the ghoul again. That's the one we want to take out. So he's gotten something there. I can see the cold blue color. Well, I wonder what killed him. Okay, that's not good. Unless that was the Hellcat we passed, because the Hellcat was not at full health. Now, I think there's a, I believe there is a boxcar here. Let's see, what am I looking for? I need the bridge. Yeah, that's pretty big. I need the bridge. Is this the bridge going across? That is not what I need. Yeah, no, that's the wrong... That might be the right way. That's not the bridge I'm looking for. Yeah, no, that's not the bridge I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is the one that goes right over to West Grove. It's not so much a bridge as it is a dam. It's the wall of a dam. Let's see. Somehow I've passed it up. I think that's it. Maybe. Yeah, there it is. I see it now. Okay. What's that? Man, what is that? A mire lurk. He's just wandering around. He's just, you know, like, I think I'm just, you know, go for a midnight stroll. You know, just something. Alright. You know, it does add, I was thinking, it does add more data to the mix, but it would be interesting to have... Now, wait a minute. Let's see what this is first before we jump in here. It is Raiders, of course. So, it would be nice if each area had just... I think you probably could do it because you can... It could be just a record identifier, which actually... Man, he's getting close. Oh, he's right almost on top of me. To have a record identifier literally say, this is the location I am, and maybe give it a zone identifier, and in that zone identifier, just have a little simple data table that says what creatures, what potential creatures could be spawned. I believe that's part of Mutant Menagerie. What creatures could be spawned, basically. So that way things don't get just utterly random, like so random that it really doesn't make any sense. I thought there was a normally there's a magazine, like normally there's a there it is. I was gonna say normally there's a magazine close by. Okay, and that way whenever it spawns, I don't need leather. Once it spawns creatures, it can at least work off a fixed set of data types, which I believe it has the capability to do that. I just don't know why it doesn't do it. I've seen things spawn all over the place. Like if you have a random spawn, it should be part of an area's loot table or NPC table, leveled list table if you want to call it that. Alright, what we're doing is we're sneaking over this way to Forest Grove, and we might go ahead and clear Forest Grove a little bit, but I want to get to, or you know what, let's go ahead and do the Weston Water Treatment Plant. That's really why I came this way. Yeah, I see some stuff that way. These guys will be pretty ornery too. If I actually get up next to these guys, they will attack me. Hostile little kudas. Okay, little rakudas. Okay, let's see. I don't want to go that way. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to take the super mutants out with a 308. Hopefully I can do that with headshots. But I want to make sure if I have to bail out, I'll take that. If I have to bail out, and these guys are just kind of just, maybe they were enjoying that water cannot smell good. I mean, even before the war, it could not smell good. I can't imagine just sitting there and enjoying the smell. But the sight might be pretty, or maybe they knew the bombs were coming or something and decided to just sit there and just they started their journey together and they ended their journey together. All right, let's see. All right, let's go this way. I want to get a line on one of these guys, because I'm pretty sure once I tag one, they're all going to start bolting up this way. And I don't want to walk into something. All right, let's see. Where are you guys at? I got one there. Okay, good. We can take them out. So 308s are going to do the job. Except for that guy. Did we get the guy with the rocket launcher? No, we did not. No, we did not. Did we get him that time? Whoa. Oh, come on.
I can smell it.
I'm sure you can smell me. Oh, my God.
Little snake.
Oh, Lord. This is completely bad. All right. Okay, let's see. We need a bandage, maybe? Alright. We need to take a look.
I hear something.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Good. You ease off there. Alright, let's take a... I don't think I have one. I've only got one TXA injector. Let's take this. And then we do have a stim pack going. Do we? No, we don't. Alright, let's get a stim pack going. And we'll take some ibuprofen just in case. And then let's get a stim pack going. Alright, let's get ourselves back together. Let's do a quick save. Okay, we got ourselves all healed up. Okay, we did not get the guy that has the rocket launcher. Is that him? Well, that was not intended. I did not want to blow that super mutant up, but I might have been able to take out the guy with the rocket launcher as well. Okay. Alright, let's ease a little bit closer here. Oh, he's there somewhere. I see him. There we go. Wait, where are you at there? Come on, Starlight, Starbright. Show me where he is tonight. He is right there. I think that's the only... I think that's it.
New
Alright.
location discovered.
Let's switch to close quarters combat. Let me grab our double barrel shotgun. I am definitely at a disadvantage with only 2 shots. I really do need a... What is that? I don't want a human jaw. I think this is from the nuke that went off. I believe the nuke that went off is still... It's still radioactive. Alright, let's go ahead and... Alright, you know what we're gonna do? Let's go ahead and... I think I only have like one... I thought I had like one more iodide tablet. I got 2. So, we're just gonna do that and we're gonna take the hit. Bayoneted heavy sniper rifle. That weighs 16 pounds. I don't really... I've already got a sniper rifle. I don't need another one. Yeah, oh, I didn't need a board. Let me take that missile launcher off your hands. Or at least pick it up to where another... Yeah, we've already dealt with him. At least pick it up to where if something else, like if raiders spawn or something else happens to come this way, it does not, it will not, they will not pick that up. They'll see it as a better weapon and they'll grab it. Like the system, by the way. That is a really cool system. And it makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is to automatically scan an area and know that, you know, NPCs actually scan an area and then say, okay, I've scanned the area, so I automatically know this, you know, there's a better weapon here. Isn't there a bomb in here? There is. Well, yeah. Oh my god. Oh man. Okay, so to scan an area and automatically know there's a better weapon, that you know, that's like saying, okay, there's a body over there. I know they have a better. I can scan the objects in a cell, and I can, you know, and I can scan the objects in containers, and therefore I know that there is a better weapon in that container. But technically, you wouldn't know that unless you went to look. You would have to actually go look to see what was in that container. Let me figure out where I was at here. Oh yeah, we went this way. We took an iodide tablet, I believe. Okay, iodide. So, you know, it's a very nice system to have. Very nice system, but in a way, it's kind of unrealistic. What is that? See, this is what I'm talking about. It reloaded something else.
Critical damage available.
Right. He just floated off into the sunset, or into the distance. Let me have that. We don't want to take a chance with that. Ooh, we've got one more mutant up here there somewhere. It's a super mutant. Where is he?
Entering killing mode.
Okay, let me save this.
The
Let me
cleanse
save
effects
this.
are
It's like, it's
expired.
around here some, and then boom. I'll take that. I'll take that.
The chems effects are expired.
Okay, where is this trip right in front of me? That was funny. I thought it was actually over in here. Oh, well, okay. Alright, let's see where we're at. I'll take... That's a gear. I don't want that, but I'll take a...
What's that for?
Well... Yeah, Good question, Piper. What is that for? Don't really want the hunting rifles. I'm not really too interested in building up my settlers at the moment. And so we're good with that. I do know there's a scale in here somewhere, but I gotta get to where I can... I think there's a bomb right there. Nice little time delay bomb. See, that kind of takes the fun out of it in a sense, because I've played this so much, I kind of know what's coming. So I try to not really pay attention that much when I'm playing it, and that way it still has some level of surprise, like you just saw. I'll take the rounds. I'm not using them at the moment. Okay, so let's start going up here and clearing this stuff off, and then we can get inside Weston. Let's get whatever goodies we can pilfer. Well, it's not really pilfering, but whatever goodies. I'm not taking any chances. Well, he's got hunting rifles too. Let's grab some ammo. But what I was mentioning in a previous video is there's a get ammo function, and
Good behavior, aren't you?
apparently whenever you are you've got a weapon equipped and you want to do this function, get ammo from the equipped weapon, I'm pretty sure I got these guys from the equipped weapon, it doesn't, from what I understand, or it does not take into consideration any mods you have on that weapon. And I had a, not the desk, I want the aluminum. Can I see the aluminum? So what I had is I had a combat rifle, which was default 45 caliber. Let's see, I believe that's aluminum. I'll take that. Which is default 45 caliber, and
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
oh, okay.
I try to be.
Seems like you're doing better than trying. I appreciate it. Too few folks can be bothered. Of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good, playing nice only gets you so far.
Oh Lord, this is where she's gonna spill her.
Look at Diamond City.
This is where she's
A
gonna
place I've been
spill
trying
it.
to warn
This will
of
take a
real
whole chunk
danger.
of video.
But every issue I publish, all I hear is,
Okay.
"Oh, Piper,
We'll do
why
it.
don't you ever publish anything happy? Piper, why can't you write something nice for a change?" It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
Sounds like it must be exhausting.
No kidding.
If you notice a little
People,
artifacting, the little
they
white
deserve to know
glitching
the truth. Sure, it can be
on
scary,
the
knowing
headpiece,
what's
I
really
believe
out
that's
there.
coming from Reshade.
Night doesn't go by, I'm not afraid some institute drone will decide today's the day to pay old Piper and family a visit. But it's worth
Well,
it,
given the fact
because
that
I
the
know
Institute
truth.
really has no consideration for
That's what
anything.
protects us.
Alright, let's see. You don't know what you're facing. Couldn't agree more. How can you protect you and yours if you don't know what you're facing? The truth creates fear. No. Let's see. Truth doesn't create fear. You'd really risk
Don't
your
go
fear.
all quiet on me.
Well, let me read the options here, woman. Let's see. Scared, huh? Could have fooled me. Let's try that one.
Scared, huh? Could have fooled me.
I'm pushy, not crazy. Honestly, these days.
But
I'm
the
more
artifacting
scared
is
for
from
my sister.
Reshade.
I don't know what I'd do if something happened to her, but I'm not the only one with something to lose. That's why people deserve to know what's out there, good or bad.
The Ken's effects are expired.
Okay. It's going to force me to take one of these options. I definitely don't want to say you'd really risk your family like that, because being in the Commonwealth, that's not her fault. She was born in this environment, and she doesn't have a lot to choose from. And Diamond City's probably not the worst place to be. So that wouldn't be. And she's not really endangering her family. She's not risking her family. I know she's thinking that the sense would pay a visit, but let's see. How does that? No. The truth actually does not do that. Speculation does. Let's
Couldn't
see.
agree more. How can you protect you and yours if you don't know what you're facing?
Exactly. Most folks, though, they'd prefer a comforting lie. Not me. I've seen firsthand what the truth can do. My sister and I, we grew up way out in the Commonwealth. Tiny little settlement. Our dad, he was part
So
of
then
the
they already know. If they grew up in a
Keeping
settlement, then they already
razors
know
off our
exactly what
backs
dangers
and
they're going to
fireworks
face.
out of our latrines, as he described it. Well, one day, our dad turns up dead. His captain, asshole named Mayburn, claims raiders must have gotten him on watch. Well, I didn't buy it. I start making inquiries. Turns out, captain, he'd sold out. Thought he wasn't getting paid enough to babysit the town. He was gonna leave the gates open one night. Let a group of raiders sack the place and take a cut of the profits. My dad found out and was gonna turn Mayburn in, but Mayburn got to him first.
One sec. Let me check something. One sec. Give me one. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
I tried talking to the mayor, but he wouldn't listen. So, I papered the entire town in posters. Wanted for gross dereliction of duty, Captain Mayburn. The mayor sure wanted to talk after that. The town
You can almost feel the loss and the desperation of just trying to get some kind of justice somewhere to try to make sense of the world that they lived in.
I'm sorry about your dad.
Thanks. It was hard after he was gone, but knowing that he died doing right, that's always made it easier. But hey, I'm
Okay.
sorry if I've been rambling. I just get fired up sometimes. It's just nice to talk to someone who actually seems to get it, you know? So, should we head out?
All right, let's get this done. Absolutely, we should head out. Okay, so let's see. We've looted that. I think that's all. I think we've gotten all the areas. We've looted that. We've looted that over there. There was one guy. I thought I looted the guy up in. Yeah, I think that's the thing that blew up on me. Let's see. How do you get there? I'm pretty sure we looted this, but I'll double check. Yeah, we looted him. I think I got a fishing pole, or he had a sniper rifle. That's what our hunting rifle. All right. So why did I get stuck on? Oh, sandbags. All right. Let's go and all right. So now let's get into the Weston Water Purification Facility, and let's go ahead and get this thing powered up. Okay, we're gonna need to save this here. We're gonna do just a long save. Okay. Let's wait for a sec. We're going to do a short save. We're going to do a quick save. And in we go. It shouldn't take too long to go to get through here. And then I can go back to Grey Garden and tell them that, yes, the water, the pump is going again. The water purifier is going again.
What do they use you for?
Okay, that's it, pipe. Just storm in there. Oh, I didn't want that. I didn't want a lamp. Good golly, why do I want a lamp? Alright, let's see. Sometimes I like to turn off the flashlight just so I can just have a little bit of atmospheric lighting. So things aren't really just too bright. A microscope. I don't think I'm going to need much optics, but just in case, I'm going to grab the microscope. I don't think I'll need it, though. Okay, I think there is... Fancy lads. There's some more water. There is something in here. I'm going to turn on the light. There's something in here I thought. Other than... There it is. I think it's that. I think it's in that section. That was something other than water. Alright, let me grab all of that. I'll take that. I don't want a bone cutter. That's just more weight I gotta pack. I don't want that. Let's see. Nothing in here we need. Yep, nothing in the first aid kit. Okay, alright, we got that cleared. Okay. So... nothing up here, I don't think. Yeah, we don't want to go to the roof. There's nothing on the roof I think we can find.
Lock's really strong.
I don't think I can pick that. Do I even have a...
You have died. Fast.
Well, that was interesting. I actually hit the... I was going to bring up the tab key, and we died. All right. Well, this stream is going to stop, and I will pick it up on the next one. Let me